welcome back to Survivor Gabon Preview. I'm Parvati Shallow here at the Los Angeles Zoo. Now it's time to meet the last few contestants, starting off with a guy who seems like he has no game at all.
No skills whatsoever, athletically, academically, socially, are going to help me in this game at all.
Wedding videographer Randy says he has never met a person who didn't eventually disappoint him.
I've been hurt a good bit in my life, and, tens of thousands of dollars worth of therapy, has made me realize that it's safer to keep my distance.
But Randy doesn't plan on playing a quiet game.
Because if I go down, I want to burn.
Randy is a favorite. We've never had anybody like Randy. If he can figure out social dynamics, maybe I better back up a little bit. Randy could be around for a while, and I hope he is. We need him.
This 49-year-old from Missouri claims to be something of a bully who has no time for religious people.
If they don't try to save me, it's not a pet peeve. It's fine.
Randy might have some issues with 24-year-old Paloma, who says faith is very important to her.
It's not something that's just going to surface all of a sudden because I'm in a game, and it's not going to be something that's going to be put under the blanket for a while because I'm in the game. It's something that's going to maintain itself like it has throughout my whole life.
I see her out here on the show, and I feel like she's starting to wither away a little bit. And that's usually a sign of somebody who's going to fade.
Paloma's been to Africa before. On a whim, she moved to Kenya and lived with the locals for 3 months.
Kenya was a huge experience in my life, and this is going to be another one.
And if she is the sole survivor, Paloma wants to return to Kenya.
I was working out in the Masai Mara with some of the village kids, and they don't really have a school. They have little sticks put up to make up like a little building. But so if I win the $1 million, I'll definitely build a school for them. That's one of my goals.
I must be the oldest fellow here. Everybody else is less than half my age. They don't have a large group of older people here.
At 58, Bob is the elder statesman of Survivor Gabon, but his profession should come in handy with his younger tribe mate.
During the wintertime, I teach school. I'm a high school physics teacher. It's a great job. I have great kids, and it's a great way to keep me busy in the wintertime.
What I like about Bob is that he's been a school teacher of high school kids for 20 years. And we got a lot of kids that are, not that far removed from high school.
This Maine native and father of 3 built a cabin out of recycled materials and also worked as a tree-climbing scientist. But he might keep these skills hidden from his tribe.
You got to stay under the radar. Anybody that stands out and is a threat sort of gets whacked right off quick.
What's going against Bob is his age. And if he becomes a physical liability, then he'll be toast.
This is the most selfish thing I have ever done for myself. Literally, I'm not kidding you.
Susie, a part-time hairdresser and English teacher, comes from an immigrant family of crop workers.
I grew up with 5 brothers and 3 sisters, and my mom and dad didn't speak any English. So I think I was already from the beginning destined to struggle and fight my way through anything.
This 47-year-old left her husband of 25 years and young son Trent back home.
This is my baby. This is Trent. This is his favorite picture, and he picked it out. So then I said, okay, I'll put that one on there, but this is what he looks like now.
In addition to missing her family, Susie says her biggest struggle will be controlling her potty mouth.
I'm going to try not to use the F-bomb so much, because that's not a good example for kids. I realize that.
I think Susie is going to have to choose the right alliance if she's going to last.
A lot of my life in the past year has kind of led up to this moment.
Finally, meet Dan, who left his job as a lawyer prior to going on Survivor.
I didn't like who I became. I was working 70 hours a week. They were asking me for more. And although I find it a lot challenging, I was just burned out.
He appears to be a bright guy. He appears to have it all figured out. But then I listen to him, and I think, I don't know if he does.
This 32-year-old from Boston is looking to win for his family.
I would love to win that $1 million for my parents. I grew up in a blue-collar family, and my dad was disabled when I was young. He was forced to retire, and my mother, who is a nurse, has worked her butt off.
But Dan admits there might be some potential pitfalls he'll have to avoid in the game.
Yes, there's a lot of attractive women in this game. That's true. Purposely added to the game. Strategically, if I have to flirt, absolutely, why not? But you gotta be careful.